Hi, and welcome to another video in the Yocto tutorial series. This video is a bit special because it is our comment special video. I am making this video in response to a comment I received on my previous video. So, let's take a look at the comment first. First, let's look at the comment. It says, "Hi sir, what if I need to create a custom configuration where I have to disable the SATA port entirely? However, this change should apply only to the production version of the OS and not to the development version." So this viewer wants to create two different versions, a production version and a development version. In the production, they want to add or remove certain features such as the HATE port. I assume this refers to kernel configuration. In the development version, they want to keep the SATA port enabled, while in the production version, they want to disable it. So I have created a general video on how to add and remove features or configure them conditionally. In this video, we will explore how to add and remove features or packages based on conditions, modify kernel configurations, and differentiate between the development and production or release versions. So let us begin. First of all, we need to create a variable that will track whether the build is a development or a release build. To do this, we define a variable which I have already created. It is called build mode. One important thing to keep in mind is that this variable should not be a standard variable of BitBake or Yocto, as that could cause unnecessary issues in our build. Additionally, I am using this variable in my local.conf file, but you can also define it in the distro configuration if you prefer. For example, you could add it to tab.distro.conf. However, in my case, I am setting it in local.conf. Now, what are we going to do? First, we will install the nano package based on the build mode. If the build mode is set to development, then the nano package will be installed. I'll also explain the command used to achieve this. I have set the build mode to development first. Here, I am using Core Image Extra install. Initially, I tested this with image install, but something was not working correctly on my system. So I am using Core Image Extra install instead. The condition checking mechanism we are using is provided by BitBake. We define a variable and use a conditional statement to modify the Core Image Extra install variable accordingly. The syntax works like this. The variable that will receive the value is on the left side. On the right side is a function provided by BitBake. The function begins with the $, then curly bracket, then at bb.utils.contains. The first value is the test variable and the second value is the test value. If the test value is found in the test variable, the third value is added to Core Image Extra install. Otherwise, the fourth value is used. The fifth value remains unchanged. The function ends with closing both brackets. Build mode is the variable we are checking. Development is the value we are looking for in that variable. If development is present, nano will be installed. Otherwise, an empty string means nothing will be installed. The variable d is required as part of the syntax. This ensures that if the build mode is development, nano is installed, otherwise nothing is added. You could modify this to install something else in release mode if needed. Now, let me save this configuration. I am currently connected to a BeagleBone Black. First, let's check if nano is already installed. I'll run the command to check, and if nano is not installed, the system will return a command not found message, using which nano command also returns nothing. Since nano is not found, we can proceed with our configuration. Next, we will remove GPIO access in release mode. In development mode, both nano and GPIO will be available. However, in release mode, we will remove GPIO access. To check the current GPIO status, we navigate to the system directory where GPIO information is stored. Right now, GPIO is available, but in release mode, we will remove it. Now, let's build the image with command BitBake core image full command line. After a successful build, I will check if the nano package has been installed. Now that I am inside BagelBone Black, I will test nano again. This time, as expected, nano has been installed successfully. Now, what we are going to do is add and remove the GPIO configuration. There are two configurations that have been enabled using this config fragment: expert mode and GPIOsysFS. As we have already seen, the GPIO directory is present in sysclass. Instead of applying these configurations unconditionally, we will now manage them conditionally. To do this, we will uncomment the relevant section and adjust the syntax. If the build mode is set to development, the configurations should be added. Otherwise, they should be removed. By default, they are included, but now we will switch the build mode to release in local.conf. This means that the nano package and the GPIO related configurations should also be removed. To verify the configuration, I will check the menu config. Running the command to open menu config, BitBake -c menu config virtual /kernel. We will navigate inside and check for the two configurations. First, the expert mode. We can see that it is set to no, even though our fragment sets it to yes. Similarly, searching for GPIOsysFS, we find that it is also set to no. Now, we will switch back to development mode and rebuild the image. Once again, inside menu config, we check the settings. This time, expert mode is set to yes, and GPIOsysFS is also enabled. Previously, we confirmed that the GPIO directory was present. Now, switching back to release mode, I will rebuild the image again. BitBake, core, image, full, command line. Once the build is complete, I will verify whether nano and GPIO have been removed. After flashing the newly built image to BagelBone Black, I check for nano, and as expected, the command is not found. Similarly, navigating to sys class, I can see that the GPIO directory is no longer present. This confirms that we have successfully removed GPIO conditionally. In summary, we used build mode variable to control whether to build release or development image, ensuring that specific kernel configurations and packages are included or excluded accordingly. That's how you can conditionally add and remove kernel configurations as well as manage package installations. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.